me, Stace. I'm back today with another Whatever Wednesday video. I'm also sharing with you guys my design team project for Maymay Made It. Today we're making a really cute box. Hopefully you can see there the coffee cup. Inside the box I have a package of hot cocoa and also a fake gift card. I'm going to close it up. It is really easy to make. The first thing you will need is a piece of cardstock. This is 5.5 by 9.5. I'm going to bring in my Cricut trimmer. I'm going to be doing a little bit of scoring. I have my scoring tool. So on the 5.5 inch side, you're going to first score this at 1 inch. Turn it around and score at 1 inch on the other side. So on the 5.5 inch side, 1 inch on each end. Now we're at the 9.5 inch side, we're going to score this at 3.5 inches. 4.5. And then 8. And the last one is going to be 9. So 3.5, 4.5, 8, and 9 are the score marks, and I will have them on the screen as well. Alright, we are done with that. Take your bone folder and get a crease on all those score marks we just made. Alright, so we have all that scored. You want to take your scissors, and you will see we have these score marks on the long side. You're going to take your scissors and cut up on the score mark. Do the next one as well. Then we'll have this little tab. On the tab piece, go ahead and cut a little bit off the corner, like a little triangle out of it. By doing that, the box will go together a lot more easier. Do the other side. So cut on that square mark, this square mark as well. And again, on that tab piece, we're going to cut a little bit of the corner out of that. Does not need to be perfect. All right, now we have the top part of the box. You can see we have the 1 inch square mark and the 1/2 inch, and we have these 2 squares there. Go in and remove those 2 squares entirely. Okay, just like that. And do this side as well. So cut on the square marks. And then cut on this one. Alright, so your box should look something like that. This part here is the top of the box. The first thing I'm going to do is bring in my We Are Memory Keepers corner chopper. This has a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. I'm using the 1/4 inch side to round off that top little flap we have. Like that. Okay. Now we want to use our paper for the outside of the box to decorate that. For that I have 2 pieces of brown cardstock. They measure 3.25 by 3.25. 3 more pieces of brown. These are 3/4 inches wide by 3.25. Then I have a scrap of brown and a scrap of white. The stamps that I'm using is a really fun one if you guys like coffee or tea. This is called Cuppa Cuppa. I'm using this large coffee cup, that sleeve, the saying that says this will perk you up, and that little mug right there. Alright, so I'm going to take these away. I did one of these to save time. So basically we're just making our own pattern paper. I have a black ink pad here. I have that little coffee cup on my block, and we're just going to go ahead and stamp around to create our own paper. Make sure you rotate the paper or the stamp so you're not creating a pattern. Kind of messing up on that one. I'm going to flip it over and do it the other side. Some of the stamps on the other side, it looked a little blotchy and I was missing some of them, so reverse it. The nice thing about paper, it does have 2 sides to it. Alright, a little bit more up here. Make sure you go off the paper so it looks more like a pattern paper would. I think that looks pretty good. We can set that aside. Alright, so now we have the 2 pieces for the front and the back. That one here and this one here. And then these 3 are for the sides and the top of the box. And I already went ahead and stamped those as well to save some time. Alright, now we're going to bring in the white piece and the brown piece. The white piece, we're going to be using that large coffee cup. And again, the same black ink. And with a large stamp like this, I take my ink pad to the stamp. I find that a little bit easier. I'm going to stamp that down. Just like that. Now I have the sleeve part here. I'm going to stamp that with the black ink, but I'm going to stamp that on the brown paper, or the brown cardstock, like that. Then we have the greeting, and this one says, "This will perk you up." Really fun. I'm going to ink that in the black, and I'm going to bring that toward me so I can see what I'm doing, and stamp that inside that little piece there. All right, we are done with the ink. We can set all that aside. Take your scissors, and we're going to fussy cut this out. The one thing I really do like about Maymay stamps, even though they're gorgeous, they're very easy to fussy cut around them. Just take your time. I'm going to work with the top of the cup first and kind of go in here on a little angle. Come around that piece and then come down. Okay, do the bottom. Like that. Now we're going to go up. So you can see, pretty easy to do, right? All right, go ahead and cut this part out here. I'm going to kind of round it off a little bit so I'm not having a sharp corner there. Okay, there's that piece. Do the same for this piece here, that little sleeve. Go ahead and just cut a little bit, leaving a little bit of the brown showing. Okay, all right, we have that done. Now let's go back to our box. Flip this over. We're going to grab our glue. And I think I'm going to use my ATG gun for this one. Okay, I'm going to put these on where they go. Isn't this easy? And it's a cute little size box. Really, anything can fit in here. I don't do Starbucks coffee, which I'm guessing that's what this kind of stamp is from. But I think it'd be really cute to do like a flavoring coffee or a flavoring of a creamer kind of thing, or a Starbucks gift card, library cards, or not library cards, like a bookstore kind of card. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to go and take our glue. This time I'm using the art glitter glue from Maymay Made It. And we see this is the top of our box. Before we glue anything, you want to create a little notch. You see here, so we have a spot to put our finger. So that's on this side here. I'm using a 3/4 inch circle punch, kind of centering that in the middle of that brown piece, punching that out. Now we have a little notch. All right, so I'm going to take my art glitter glue. I get this from MaymayMadeIt.com. And then put glue on the tab. And we're going to attach the tab to the top of the box. This is the top with the flap. So bring our tab around, lining up the bottom. Okay, let's glue this little tab. And the reason I'm applying this to the top of the box or the front of the box is because this way we'll have clean edges, and you'll see that in a minute. So bring this one down, fold that piece over. All right, so we have that done. Now we're going to bring this up and glue these two flaps to this one. So if I have it like that, the front of my box has no seam. This part is in the back, okay? You're going to take your glue. And you want to make sure you're going to the edge here. And just bringing that around and lining it up at the side. Just give the glue a chance to kind of grab onto it. All right, then we're going to have this part, this part right here. Put glue on that flap. You know what, we probably should have put our pieces on before I did all this, but that's okay. Sometimes my brain tends to work backwards. At least it's working, right? All right, so we have that done. If you want to, you can leave it like that. If you just have the, you know, just want to have it like that and leave it plain, but I do like adding the other pieces. We're going to do that. We have our 3 strips again. These were 3/4 inches wide by 3 1/4. Going to put glue on these guys. I'm going to work on the side part. Put this here. it over, do that side. Okay, and put this one on there. Make sure it's straight and centered. And then lastly, we have our top little flap right there. I'm going to open this up and do it this way. Okay, that is done. So our box is done. How cute, right? Super simple. All right, let's take our cup. I'm going to use some foam tape or little foam dots. I'm going to flip the cup over. I'm going to do, I think 3 is good here. All right, then I'm going to grab smaller ones for this piece. I'm also going to pop that up. And I think again, I'll just probably do 3, I think. Okay, we're done with them. Give all that a squish. Peel the backing off. Okay, we're going to lay that on the front. Take the backing off of this one. Okay, so I'm going to just try to bring it toward me and line up the lines of the cup with the lines of the sleeve. And there you have it. Super cute, right? Like I said, it can easily hold, like I said, either a little individual pack of hot cocoa. You can put a bookstore gift card in there, a Starbucks gift card, a store gift card, but anyway, there you have it, guys. Lots of ideas for it. You can also use it for a note card box as well. All right, any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.